So, okay. So, hi guys. I'm Scattershotify. You probably never heard of me before. Um, Kind of a new operation going on here. I'm actually kind of freeballing this. So I had this idea one day, okay, and that was to create kind of a video log experience. No editing, no retakes, no scripts, just kind of like face to face with all of you, whoever is out there that's watching this. One of my biggest things I've had a problem with a lot of the media out there, and even a lot of the YouTube videos and things like that go around the internet, all these sensations, is that they begin to develop a personality, but at the cost of reality. They kind of have to make things crazy in order to gain their, how do you call it? Their notoriety. So, anyways, I'm not trying to detract from any of them. They're all great outfits. One of them, I'm sure most of you have heard of, is Smosh. Big fan of them, actually. I like their stuff. I think they're absolutely fucking retarded, but it's really fucking hilarious. So, anyways, let me get started with this. So, my goal with all this is to avoid any kind of fake quality, any kind of setup, staged nonsense. I just got out of the fucking shower. My hair is still wet. I don't have my fucking emo haircut or anything like that. Um, I'm in a fucking ratty sweatshirt and sweats, and I don't even give a fuck. I really don't. So take it or leave it. Anyways, so the topic for today, and I know this is going to be probably pretty ugly to talk about, but I figure some of you might appreciate it, is Justin Bieber. Now, why am I discussing this? I'm talking about this primarily because I think there is a lot of undue hatred towards Mr. Justin Bieber. I think that while he is definitely not somebody I listen to on any real on any real level, um, I also think that he's somebody that most of you who hate on him are probably just a little bit jealous. And why do I say this? I don't think that you're jealous of all of his qualities. I think you're jealous of the fact that he makes a lot of money. He makes a lot more money than pretty much anybody I know. He's famous, and a lot of girls love him. And let me just touch on this little topic while we're at it, of him being gay. The constant references to him being a faggot or homosexual. Well, let me explain something. Okay, somebody who is gay. I don't know if you guys have ever looked up the definition of gay, but it could very well mean happy. Although I'm assuming most of you don't mean it in that regard. Um, but I think the problem here is that you're looking at this as another one of those things that comes along on the internet through viral waves. Whatever happens, the next time he sneezes, it's going to be on the front of a magazine somewhere, and everybody's going to be going crazy and whatnot. Now, let's get something clear before any of you jump on the fucking hate train bandwagon, okay? I don't like the guy as a person. I don't think he's particularly intelligent in terms of his social media skills. I've heard him talking on different talk shows and whatnot, and I don't particularly like what he has to say. I don't think he really has anything to contribute in that regard. But he is somebody who makes a shitload of money, and you don't make that kind of money and gain that kind of fame by being a fucking flaming homosexual piece of shit. You get that kind of money through having a marketable skill or talent or look. And while I think that he is definitely not the most original artist I've ever heard, I'm not going to turn off his stuff on the radio because I'm so fucking opposed to it. I'm not going to play him on my iPod if that's what you're thinking. But I think that at the end of the day, he's the kind of guy that you either have to accept for who he is, or you either that or you have no life and you sit around and pick on a guy that makes a shitload of money and has a lot more than you do. And why? Why? Let me give you some fucking evidence, okay? It doesn't take very much. I mean, look at his fucking, on and off again girlfriend. Look at Selena Gomez. You don't even have to like her or care about anything that she does. That girl is fucking hot, okay? And I'll tell you right now, I'm sure most of you would agree that if she came knocking on your door, you'd be fucking banging her, okay? So let's get this clear, okay? He might be some, real fucking ghetto piece of shit. He might be somebody that you all loathe. But you don't loathe him for the right reasons. You don't loathe him because of things like him taking swag lessons. I mean, swag, really? You have to pay somebody to teach you to be cool? I think that's a fucking crock. I think that's a bunch of shit, and I think it's absolutely a waste of fucking resources. But that being said, look at his music and tell me, is it really any worse, with the exception of maybe one or two of his songs, is it really any worse than anything you've heard from any other teeny bopper over the last 10 years? No? Well, then why do you hate him so much? You want to know why? I'll tell you why. It's because he comes in, okay, and he makes a lot more progress doing what he's doing. And the fact that he's beginning to transition into a more adult career, kind of along the lines of, I would say, Justin Timberlake. And hey, I like Justin Timberlake. I think he's a cool guy. He's a good actor. He's a decent singer, and he's got some good songs, really. Anyways, so for any of you that are listening to this, I don't doubt that this is probably going to be seen by all of 5 people. But I just want to say, if you've all stuck around this long, okay, then I think that you should subscribe to my channel. Pass it along to your friends. Do whatever you got to do. If I get at least 50 views within the next couple of weeks, I will put up another video on another topic. But yeah, for reasons that are pretty obvious, I'm not going to give out a lot of personal information. I mean, my YouTube name here is Scattershotify. I'll tell you that I'm in New York, and it's fucking cold up here. I'm not going to pretend that I'm some kind of big fucking video editing whiz, and I'm not going to put a bunch of flashy stuff into my videos, and I'm not going to do that. But if you give me a reason, I might up the production value a little bit. I might put on a nice tie, maybe comb up my hair. I know, who knows what that'll do. But yeah. So, and a little aside about me. Let's see here. I have a slight stuttering problem occasionally. You probably noticed that already. And I'm pretty socially awkward. Don't really like people that much, but I mean, if you're smart, you're smart. I can get along with that. If you're a fucking idiot and you got your thumb up your ass, fingering yourself with it all day, not gonna work. Listen, I will promise you one thing. I may not be the smartest. I might not be the most attractive, although I've been told otherwise by my amazing girlfriend. But I sure as hell have a lot to say. And if you have a will to listen to it, then I will keep posting. So until then, keep up the views, keep up the subscriptions, whatever you feel compelled to do. And well, hasta la vista, baby.